Hello, welcome back. Okay, let me bring chat up just in case. Okay, let's go back. Okay. So next up. Let's review the errors. Okay. So line 63, WebKit. View. It's gonna give us pointer, and then we're gonna return web view. And the next one, of course, is GTK widget here. Shouldn't have any pointer. Here also user script shouldn't have any. This one shouldn't be user script. I think it should be any OPEC. And then okay, here ending that one gives us okay. Here I want to move this part completely into the yeah. So I believe I would have to somehow put the JavaScript source somewhere in the browser. I mean in the init function. To do that, I will do this in the init function here after key manager. Do that. And then I guess I have to do this. JS source. How do I do this? Okay, I can move this after here. Then in JS source. And here I have to put it undefined. And okay. Else it should give error. Failed to allocate memory for JS injection. And then here, we can just do this in the init function somewhere. Cater free and .js source. And then here, So I think I have to somehow put some part of this inside the window so that my window has a web view. Already, and then I can access it from the window itself. So each window has some web view, right? And then use the web view to manager. Manager is that, either that, or I can just no, but the create thing shouldn't be called all the time, so it should be somehow in the init function in window. When we are creating the window, somehow we should define a web view for it. And this mm, web view. So when we create this thing is okay. I don't have to save the content manager, but I can't do like window that web view. Can I will have to save each window in somewhere in the browser, I think. Mm. Mm, does not support field access. Okay. Okay. So I guess I have to separate the. I mean, I wanted to create the whole thing inside the struct there, but I'm doing a. It's not a good idea. Why? Because what I'm doing in the binding is just to have a pure binding of the C. I don't want to put in stuff that makes it more bloated. So I guess AI is right. I have to probably create. I mean, maybe I can. Okay, let's do it for now, and then we will see if it's yeah. There is the GTK. There is the WebKit. I'm gonna need probably, and then public const browser window. And then function initialize, and I'm gonna get some app gtk.application, and it will return some pointer this time. Okay, just gonna create this because I need here. I need to know what I'm doing, so I need to see this. So to create window, I get gtk.window.new, and then I pass through some app. I can actually copy paste this thing like completely, right? Maybe I should even cut it, no? And then I will go here. Okay. So we have a window which is a GTK window. And then there is a web view which is that one, and then should I do no, I don't need to put the allocator in every single thing, so it's okay. So first const browser windows, try to allocate. Error defer. And then what I want to do, I want to return this thing. And of course this has some allocator. Okay. Browser window. Okay, that window is this thing. Right. And then let me just move this to the end. Okay. Then web view thing, I can just remove it also. Here I do browser window. Okay. Now, so anytime there is a window, we will have to pass in the JavaScript code. So I think I would have to pass in init some JS source. I think I need to make this const, but I'm not sure. Okay. So we don't care about this. This is the JavaScript. We do script that's unref. And then, okay, but then this manager also needs to exist, right? No, it's gonna be there, no. It's not going anywhere, it's just a pointer. This is giving us a pointer. Let me check. Where is WebView? Yep, it's giving us a wrapper for over some pointer. And then I get the script. And then okay. So the problem is that I think I shouldn't. Yeah, this is bad. This shouldn't happen. Script.unref shouldn't happen. It just lives in the scope now. I shouldn't do it. The main one exists. Yeah, this is just a slice on passing, so I shouldn't do the unref here. It should be unrefed in the main browser settings. Here. Which I'm doing here. Okay. Okay, so okay, this part we don't care. And then this part is just browser window.webview. Get the manager. We add the script to this manager. This is the initial script that should exist. And then here, browser window browser window. Oh, okay, I need to do something else. So instead of passing this one and this one together, oops, I have to pass in the browser. Okay. So why? Because this thing has the app, pointer to the app, and has the JS. Okay, very good. And here also, this is config. What's the name of this thing? I don't remember. Config arena? No, it was not config arena. It was settings. Settings homepage. Yeah, home. This is again browser window. That window, that's a child. Okay. function the init. So what do I have here for window? Do I have on ref? No. So what happens to the window that is created? It just stays there? No, I think I have to unref, no? Is this thing even available? GTK. Is it window? Yeah, I have to announce, okay, I have to first tell it that this function exists. And then, yeah, so, and I don't even know if this exists. Should I do with this? Okay, let's comment this for now. Here. So there is WebView and GTK. I think I have to do, so for WebView also we don't have anything. This is the WebView. WebView also doesn't have anything. But both of them have a pointer. I think I have to remove them somewhere. The new app, the application took the ownership. How to free call destroy on it. Free the window and remove it from the screen. So WebView and the windows are created in like their widgets. Just give me a second. I think I see. New. I don't understand. So I don't have to remove them? Hi, how are you doing? Sorry, I'm seeing the message a bit late. It's exactly what I've been wanting to do. Extend Ghosty and make it monolith application that can handle nodes and web views and terminal emulation. I am not doing that actually. Okay, so what I'm doing is using WebKit to make a browser. And it's not inside Ghosty. Oh, you know that's okay. But how would you do that? You have to use libghosty. You want to load the, but you cannot. I don't know how far you can go with the. I don't understand how this is possible. How to wrap WebKit using Zig. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get a lot of help from AI, but if you want to do, let me show you actually something. Don't do what I'm doing. Actually, there is a really good wrapper for Zig. I'm doing this because I'm using NixOS, and NixOS doesn't support some of the things that they're doing. I mean, it doesn't mean that it doesn't support. It's just that it's really difficult to make this work on NixOS, I guess. Just because I asked also in their Discord and stuff, and nobody knew how to do it. Uh, but let me bring this page in this thing. Window share. Okay. Amazing. Let me make it bigger a bit. Well, sorry if it doesn't look that clean, but it works anyway. So there is this thing zig.g -g I went the route to use Swift UI and WebKit instead to invoke Zig functions using CABI. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I haven't worked with Swift UI. I don't know what is it exactly. But if you want to have the WebKit with Zig, and by the way, don't use Zig 0.16 because they're changing a lot of stuff in their build system. And I used Zig 0.16 and it didn't work with WebKit. There was stuff wrong there. I don't know what they're doing, but many things are breaking there. But if you want to use the stable version, Zig 0.15 is now working good with the WebKit just directly. No, oh, it gave you a lot of issues. I don't know, but maybe I haven't seen any of them, or maybe I'm gonna see them in the future. But yeah, there is this thing exists, Zig GObject, and if you go to their, where is this? Is it source or no, build.zig? Okay, if you go to their build.zig, you can see all the libraries that they support. And there is the ADW, there is GTK, GDK, and of course there is WebKit, JavaScriptCore, and a WebKit web extensions even. Like all of them are here if you want. Okay, you're trying. Yeah, I'm pretty new also to the Zig and the whole system programming in general. I haven't done it as much. Yeah, but if you want this, this is a binding for it, and it works with 0.15. You can just and they have even examples on how to do it. But I couldn't run it because of one thing that I didn't know how to handle, and it's this GIR. I don't know what is it. I don't know how to handle it in NixOS. Like it's apparently something about OS and stuff. Yeah, but if you want to do it, there is this thing basically, GIR. Um. Anyway, yeah. So I can actually put the link in the. Let me see if I can put it in the. Yeah, I saw this yesterday because with 0.16 I just ran into errors one more like all the time, and I tried 0.15. It worked, but then I also tried to look if there is another solution, and for some reason I found this, and it was okay. There is the scene. I don't have the chat here. I would have to open this. Let me do this. Okay, here you go. I don't know if you have NixOS, but if you manage to, like, if you have it and if you manage to make it work, let me know. You're welcome. But that's the easy way, I guess. But if you don't want to do that, and you can just run it with the C import. So, for example, let me show you. I mean, here I'm just doing C include with the C import in Zig, and then I'm trying to write some wrappers for this that it looks nicer in Zig and stuff, and it's safe, like um, adding some error handling, because in C, you know, there is the pointers can be null, but in Zig, null being null is a separate concept, so we would have to handle these things in Zig separately. Okay, so apparently I don't have to destroy the pointer for window. I mean, I don't have to do unref for window and web view. Okay, this recursively destroys web view and control it attached to it. And you can use AI, but be careful because AI is not really as, like for Zig at least they make a lot of mistake. Try to use the ones that are like you would have to mention the version that you are using. If you can use with Claude AI, I mean I don't have any money in this, but in my experience, the best one was Claude because it just remembers all your settings and you don't have to explain Claude again and again. Okay, I'm using Zig 0.15 and I'm using this operating system and I'm in this environment. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that again. Like it remembers you the things that you want. Like Gemini and some other tools, they're just too bad. Yeah, but how are you using AI currently? So I do. So there is two parts. Do you ask so that AI is not the one writing the code for you? So I actually ask AI to write some parts of the code, and then along the way I see that okay, so there are some parts that are just not working and stuff. So let me. So this part, like this window, was completely written by AI, and the code was that it was using uh, I don't know how to say. It was not a safe binding though. It was like a thin wrapper, like it was taking it as opaque and stuff. It was not a struct. And then I found out that I have to do like change these things in a way that it's more safer. And then over time, like yeah, you can. It depends on you how much you want to use it for. You want to use it for just a simple function or just a simple question, or you want an entire file. But when the content becomes bigger, in my experience there is a lot more mistakes. Like especially there are sometimes that they make weird mistakes, like structural mistake, like design mistakes that you cannot just use them anymore. um, Like for example, here I had this problem with the browser window, and with the window and the web view that I'm creating, I have to save it somewhere. So many times I had to explain like, okay, I don't want to do this. Like he was proposing me something crazy, and then yeah, you have to do it again and again, and sometimes even you have to tell the what you want to do exactly, and then push the AI towards that. And there are some of them are really stubborn, like Gemini. I have found that he's really stubborn even if you tell him that you're wrong, you're making any crazy mistake here. He just continues to do what he wants, and it's really annoying. But yeah, generally I ask many types, like for example, I don't know the library like GTK and stuff, so I ask the functions like the names and stuff. Okay, what is the name of this function? Or like for example, right now I was asking what how should I unref the window and stuff? Should I do it or not? And then AI is explaining to me like, okay, you don't have to do that. You can just destroy the pointer that you have here, and it's okay. And then I test it with the when we run, and then I get to see if I have leak or not. Yeah, I think that's the issue. Like I'm in the same position. Like I have a like less experience. lack of experience, and also on libraries also I don't have as much knowledge. So in this situation, the main thing I think is just experimenting. Like you would have to be open to making a lot of mistakes and then learning along the way. Um, there is another thing that I'm using for AI, which is the inline thing. There are two types. Like there is one that is the inline completion, and then that's the one that I'm using is the free one. This is the Super Maven. And the other one that I'm using to ask questions, like general questions, is Gemini, and from time to time, like the free version of Claude. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, good luck with the app that you're making. Let me know. I don't know if I can follow you somewhere on the GitHub and stuff when you make it. I can try what you're doing. It seems interesting. Okay, now here on activate. Is called TTYL for Mac OS only. Oh, okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. I live in Linux, so browser Windows, so I would have some array list, I guess. Some array list, browser window. Okay. And then here, I need to make this Windows init capacity. Um, allocator failed to initialize Windows browser Windows array list. 4 or 5. So I don't know, I can just put it like 10. It's too much, 10. No. Maybe let's just stick with 1 for now, and then we'll see. App.connect. There is the app. There is self. So application. You know what I can do? I can try to put the pointer of this browser inside the application. I mean, it's bad, no? It's really bad. Try. I cannot use try. Append cells question mark allocator, and then browser window that's init question mark that's allocator. No. What am I going to send here? Yeah, okay, that's true. And then I'm gonna do catch error. That's failed. Another catch error. Failed to append. Okay, and then this app, I can just say for now this. Error. Expected this type. Found void. Hmm. So here I'm probably where is this error, by the way? 50. Here. So this is init capacity. I have to probably use or else. How do I fix this? I don't understand this error. I don't understand what is this error, honestly. So the expected type, it expects the error union type. Ah, no. Let me check. Okay. So this one is not an optional, this is error out of memory. That would be, which means I can just do this and this. Okay. Now here, because I can send error back, I can just do okay. Okay. Expected this, found this. Okay, yeah, okay. We can go here. Why I don't see it somewhere? Ah, here. So I believe we can do 0 like this, right? that's not this. How do you do this? How do we... This is what we should get. And then here, right? How do we make this like null-ended string in Zig? I have to check what is passing array and passing slice in Zig again. I always forget this thing. Now, it suggested me to make the JS source as a C string, but I don't want to do that because I want to keep the C style code inside the bindings. Duplicate 0 does that. So apparently C source try and then here this JS. weird. Okay, it's going late, and yeah, I have a lot of things to do. I will probably continue tomorrow morning, hopefully, Central European time. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you haven't done so already. Oh, hi, Jan. How are you doing? No, I'm not trying GLSL right now. No, it was web uh WG sorry WSGL, something like this, right? No, WGSL. Yeah, that was the one that I was trying. You can go louder. Yeah, I can try. I don't know. Um, so I don't know if it's affecting anything because I can try some stuff, but I'm not sure how much. Let me know. Mm, it's actually good that you're here. I can try to fix the sound thing. I mean, I cannot go louder than this right now. This is the most. I have to see how I can make it higher in my system. Mic closer. Mic is really close actually. I don't know, does this help? Yeah, I'm trying very close right now. I don't know if it's having any change. Maybe I could I can add a gain, but I'm not sure because gain also increases the noise. So, for example, something like this, I don't know. Well, I will try to fix it and for the next stream, I will try to fix it and maybe add some gain or something, or find a way to increase the mic volume on my system. I have no idea. Maybe one of them should help somehow. I think not that louder now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I will try to figure out like I will try to figure out something tomorrow. I don't see the option right now. What should I do? Um, Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow and take care. Bye bye.